President Trump has also overturned sanctions brought in under the Biden administration on far-right Israeli settler groups and individuals in the West Bank. CBS News foreign correspondent Ramy Inocencio joins us from Tel Aviv with a look at what we can now expect from the Trump administration's approach toward Israel. Ramy, what does this decision to roll back sanctions on settler groups tell us about what's to come?
Absolutely, Errol. Well, President Trump is basically setting up his White House to be one of the most pro-Israel in the past few decades, metaphorically flipping the switches on Biden-era policies. The rescission of this executive order 14115 sanctioned people in the West Bank that were threatening or undermining peace and security there. And there is a lot of happiness, a lot of cheers here regarding this. There are something like 700,000 Israeli settlers in the West Bank across something like 400 illegal Israeli settlements. We spoke to a settler in Efrat, one of these older settlements prior to Donald Trump's inauguration. He said that he is satisfied, that he is also very excited even about Mike Huckabee becoming the new Israeli ambassador. Not only that, President Trump has signed other orders, for example, lifting the sanctions that Biden put in on the International Criminal Court that had accused Netanyahu, as well as his defense minister at the time, Yoav Gallant, of war crimes. There is also Israeli media reporting that Trump will lift a Biden-era ban on one-ton bombs. The concern, the fear, is that that had been used on Gaza during the war. And Trump is also suspending all U.S. foreign aid for 90 days. And that is important because a lot of the programs that benefit Palestinians will be impacted. So fresh out the gate, Errol, it is very much a pro-Israel stance.
And Ramy, in the past week, you and I have been on air for special reports around the hostage release and ceasefire deal. It actually happening over the weekend. The Biden administration laid the foundation, and now it's up to Trump to oversee implementation. How is the confidence this agreement will continue?
Sure. Well, there's a lot of hope. Let's put it that way first, with Israelis as well as Palestinians that we have been talking to over the past few weeks that we've been here. A lot of people say that going into this could be a renaissance, if you will, from the U.S.-Israel ties that Trump and Netanyahu had during his first term. Out of the gate, Netanyahu sent out a video congrats saying that he wanted to get down to business, that he wanted to focus on the return of the hostages and, in his words, destroying Hamas's military wing, pushing through the ceasefire. With that said, even though Trump has telegraphed that he would support Netanyahu if he wanted to continue to bomb Gaza again, yesterday, on day one, he said that he himself wasn't so confident in what he would do. We have that teed up. Let's take a listen.
How confident are you, Mr. President, that you can keep the ceasefire in Gaza and conclude the three phases of this deal?
I'm not confident. That's not our war, it's their war, but I'm not confident.
So Trump backing away from that, leaving it an open question right now. But, you know, he has changed as the political winds have changed, so this still remains an open question. But hope still is very high that Trump will follow through, at least on what people believe he will give to change in Israel and in the Middle East.
Yeah, they need so much of that. Ramy, great to see you joining us from Tel Aviv.